Welcome back to the channel, Survive and Thrive. And today I wanted to focus on a cryptocurrency project that I haven't talked about in some time, almost a year now. And that cryptocurrency project is XRP. I know many have been following the news between Ripple and the SEC, and there has been some recent developments that seem to be in the favor of XRP. And so there's been a short-term boost to the price per coin. And going into what research I've done here recently, taking a look at this first article, SEC versus Ripple lawsuit might prove XRP can't be controlled, Grunfest interview. The SEC versus Ripple case was a mistake according to ex-SEC Joseph Grunfest, who said in an interview that no matter how it turns out, we're gonna be losers. Now getting more into the details on this, the former SEC commissioner was one of the first to criticize the decision to go forward with the XRP lawsuit, having sent a letter to SEC commissioners 3 days before the complaint was filed. The case is at a key moment, with Judge Netburn about to confirm or reconsider her ruling on privileged information after a 180-degree turn by the SEC, which now states William Hinman's 2018 speech was public guidance, not a personal opinion. The next ruling is seen as critical for a settlement between both parties, or even complete victory for Ripple. Now, to expand on the reason for this being a lose-lose situation, Joseph Grunfest spoke about the XRP lawsuit and the SEC's decision to go through with it, a move that turned out to be quite unpopular even among SEC officials. Grunfest said he criticized the XRP lawsuit not on the grounds of impropriety, but on judgment. It is hardly a secret I had questions about the judgment involved in bringing a lawsuit against XRP. I had questions about the timing, implications, and policy. Is this a matter that is best addressed from a social perspective by bringing a lawsuit, or by saying, let's look at our regulations? The issue for me is, let's get a system that works and generates compliant crypto, and this lawsuit has a high probability that no matter who wins actually gets us farther away from a good solution, he said. And that's what he's pointing out as far as this being a lose-lose situation. If the SEC wins, we get a crazy regime where we'll try to fit square pegs in round holes. If XRP wins, then arguably one of the very few cops we have on the beat winds up being weakened. No matter how it turns out, we're going to be losers, he concluded, adding that if you really care about making the world a better place, does this litigation really help us achieve any of those results? Let's put it this way, I'm not persuaded. Now, how he sees the SEC versus Ripple wrapping up, the general feeling is that the end is near in regard to the XRP lawsuit, whether by settlement or court decision. When asked about the outcome, Grunfest explained why it will be a complicated issue regardless. A lot of public discord is around the question of whether XRP is a security or not, but there are other issues here that I think are intellectually even more intriguing and may even be more of an outcome determinative. There is the U.S. Supreme Court opinion that says federal securities laws only apply to transactions that occur in the United States, with one rule of thumb being the transaction closing in the jurisdiction. If you wind up transacting XRP on a foreign exchange that's not in the U.S., the SEC can't reach it. The issue for the SEC will be to deal with the complexities of the XRP structure, the consensus mechanism in which XRP transaction can be closed outside the jurisdiction, whether partially or fully. What does it mean to confirm a transaction on a blockchain the way XRP is structured, which is an 80% consensus mechanism? The SEC will have to look at the history of the blockchain and figure out who is confirmed, and if it can't determine where this happened, how does it establish where the transaction actually closed? Grunfest asked. The burden of proof is on the plaintiff, which in this case is the SEC. And so, given all that information, this is going to prove very difficult for the SEC to come out winners, and we do see that Ripple XRP has a greater chance, but will require a settlement. In any case, given that this has been going on since December 2020, it's been a long time coming to actually get this figured out. So later in this video, I'll talk about where we think we're headed and how quickly a settlement might be made. Taking a look at another article in Finance Feds, Ripple lawyers expect XRP lawsuit to end before November 18th. The court document suggests that Ripple lawyers expect the SEC versus Ripple to be over not before August 26th, which raises the likelihood of a summary judgment in September. So we're still a ways out, probably not likely to happen until late Q3 or Q4 of 2022. But all the more reason, if this is a project that you are interested in, to start packing your bags now, because I guarantee the price per coin will go up dramatically once this settlement does take place. The discussion over when will the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit end has been dragging for many months now, as the blockchain company risks missing out on business opportunities while the case lingers and XRP holders await the relisting of the digital asset. And for me personally, I do have thousands of coins when this was still an option to be able to invest in on Coinbase. But since then, I haven't done much more investing because of the related SEC lawsuit. And I think that is true for many holders if they're looking at a risk mitigation plan. And so given that, I think that there's going to be a big boost and confidence for investors, and that could really open it up for institutional investors to really plug money in to this project. Ripple appears to be expecting the lawsuit to end between August 26th and November 18th, according to information included in a joint stipulation and proposed order modifying the case schedule of a pending class action parallel to the SEC vs. Ripple lawsuit. The letter was filed on February 23rd, and it states the start date of the class action lawsuit would be August 26th, but parties have agreed to start on November 18th, 2022. Due to the overlap of factual and legal issues between this case and the SEC action, the parties agree that there are efficiencies in having certain aspects of the SEC action precede certain deadlines in this action. And you can see below, class certification motion, August 26, 2022, with the new agreed upon date, November 18th of this year. The court document suggests that Ripple lawyers expect the SEC versus Ripple to be over not before August 26, which raises the likelihood of a summary judgment in September, predicted by attorney Jeremy Hogan, partner at Orlando-based Hogan & Hogan law firm. And for any who have been following this closely, you know that there's been multiple articles and media attention covered by Jeremy Hogan in terms of what the latest updates are and where he thinks we are headed with this. I think Ripple thinks it wins the SEC case in September, October, and then this class action goes away due to collateral estoppel, Hogan commented. While it is true that Ripple executives have said they will not give in to the SEC, it does not change the fact that a settlement is statistically the most likely outcome for the XRP lawsuit. Attorney Hogan has recently shared a document indicating a few rules that the SEC and Ripple will follow, including a settlement talk 14 days after the close of fact discovery. Potentially in favor of Ripple is the fact that Judge Sarah Netburn, who has seen all the documents in camera, will be hosting the mediation. She knows exactly what is in the emails, etc. And if I am correct in that the SEC is the problem child here, that could make a big difference. A good mediator can really work miracles sometimes. The XRP community-friendly attorney added that his best guess is that settlement may come in April or May. Looking forward and ahead in terms of where XRP could be going with the development of their crypto project, one aspect is to look at the global impacts that they can have with the way that they do transactions. And one of those ways, and the major reason why I've invested in XRP in the last couple years, is because their ability to do global transactions really hasn't been matched by any other crypto projects out there. And there has been talks about them potentially taking over Swift. And so I'll get into the details on what that is if you haven't heard of it before, and really try to spell out why I think that this is a large area for them to succeed in on a global scale that will really help you to build major wealth off your investment now. So the question, will XRP take over Swift? XRP has become one of the most popular cryptocurrencies among banks for making international money transfers. This has led to speculation that the cryptocurrency could potentially overtake the current organization that handles the vast majority of international money transfers between banks. So I think most of you are aware, but I'll go through just some of the key highlights. What is XRP? XRP is a native currency of the Ripple settlement system and remittance platform developed by Ripple Labs. XRP is more of a colloquial term for Ripple as a whole because XRP only refers to the cryptocurrency, while Ripple refers to the network as a whole. As for how Ripple works, it works similarly to a blockchain, though it's not really decentralized. Basically, all the information about Ripple accounts is stored on a shared ledger hosted on independent servers. Those servers can theoretically be owned by anyone, but they are almost exclusively owned by partner banks or XRP market makers. What is SWIFT? SWIFT is one of those organizations that has a very recognizable name, but also an organization that no one really knows anything about. It stands for Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication, or SWIFT, which is quite a mouthful, so people simply refer to it as SWIFT. It's not technically a company, but rather a cooperative partnership based in Belgium. They were launched sometime in 1973 as a way to have a non-American organization in charge of international banking transactions. Simply put, European banks did not want to have to deal with American regulators when making inter-European bank transfers. It also replaced the telex system that relied on handwritten forms for transfers with some rudimentary computer technology. This rudimentary computer technology is still in use to this day, 48 years later. And that's why I think that it is time for a technology change, and Ripple or XRP can be the project to do that. Now here's why XRP will probably overtake SWIFT. For lack of a better term, SWIFT has a lot of things going very poorly for it, while XRP Ripple has a lot of things going quite well. The problems with SWIFT include but are not limited to the following. SWIFT has high fees. It's no secret that SWIFT has rather high fees for what amounts to transferring money from one location to another. Those fees include currency exchange fees and the fee for simply using SWIFT. You can expect an international transfer using SWIFT to have around 3 to 5% total fee. That's an insanely large fee for what amounts to not at all that much work. Now you take that and multiply it by 28 different countries and payroll for all the more than 2,800 employees. Ripple, on the other hand, has a negligible fee, which is basically free. The other aspect, SWIFT is slow. A SWIFT transfer will take 1 to 4 working days to clear. Again, it's absolutely ridiculous that in 2022 people will still accept that international money transfers take 1 to 4 business days. While it's possible to send an email or upload a video almost instantly, and it takes 1 to 4 business days to change some numbers on a computer in 2 different countries, is reason why there needs to be a change. Ripple transactions take a few seconds, which is what you would expect of banking technology in 2022, and SWIFT is still stuck in the 1970s. The last point to mention, SWIFT obeys US regulators. It's not as relevant as the other 2 points discussed earlier, but it's worth mentioning. SWIFT is based in Belgium and has historically prided itself in not cooperating with US banking regulators or law enforcement. That all changed after September 11, 2001. SWIFT started sharing all kinds of customer information with the NSA, CIA, and other US alphabet agencies. There have even been cases of SWIFT transfers between 2 European countries being seized by the United States Treasury. On this one, Ripple might not have SWIFT beat because Ripple is a US-based company for now, whereas SWIFT is Belgian-based. But the way Ripple operates may make it very difficult for US regulators to actually stop transactions, which is a positive in their opinion. And I do side with that and support this project. And once they come back online on Coinbase, I will be loading in because I know that it's going to boom. And it's only a matter of time before we really see XRP Ripple take off. If we go to coin market cap, we can do a little bit of research here on studying the per coin price. You can see that currently it's at just under 80 cents per coin. Also under the ticker symbol, you see that they're ranked at number 6 in overall market cap rankings. And that's really high, especially given where they're at with all the issues that they've been dealing with on a legal basis. Like many other cryptocurrency projects, there was quite the pump back in late 2017, early 2018. So all-time high for this coin was at $3 or just over. And see it dramatically drop as they went into that first crypto bear market. And then, like I mentioned, I really started pouring into this project in March of 2020. And so my cost basis is probably around the 14 to 20 cent range, depending on when I bought throughout time. And then as this hit in December of 2020 with the SEC lawsuit, then that's when it really wasn't an option anymore to be able to buy in. But like I said, I had already loaded up on thousands of coins. And so I'm holding a pretty decent bag at this time. So I don't really want to do any price predictions per se, but I would say that we are going to see a significant jump if they can get this settlement figured out this year. Now, I know it's been mentioned by many other analysts before that we could see $10 per coin. And I'm a bit skeptical of that because that's been predicted over and over and over again, like it has been for a lot of other coins as far as those big targets out there. But like I said, I think right now is an opportunity for you to pack the bags on this project and really be able to make the most of your money in the years to come. That's all I had for today. If you've gotten any good information out of this video, make sure to share it with others. Hit that like button. And I'm just over 150 subscribers now, so I've hit my next mini milestone, but would love to continue to get to that 1,000 subscriber mark in 2022. Make sure to turn on that bell as I upload new weekly content and join in my journey on your path to financial freedom. Don't just survive, thrive!